My name is Daniel Hart, and on the night of my 21st wedding anniversary, while everyone was raising their glasses to love, loyalty, and family, my mother-in-law stood up, drunk and trembling, and detonated a secret that was supposed to destroy me. But what she didn't know was this: I had already rebuilt my future before she opened her mouth. And by the time she finished speaking, it was already too late for them. The restaurant was private, elegant, reserved months in advance. Crystal chandeliers, white linen tablecloths, a custom gold-engraved cake with 21 years of forever. Forever? That word almost made me laugh. My wife, Rebecca, was glowing that night. Designer dress, perfect smile, moving from guest to guest like a queen accepting admiration. Her parents were there, her brother, her cousins, close friends, business associates, everyone who had benefited from the life I built. I had just finished thanking everyone for coming when I noticed something strange. My mother-in-law, Margaret, wasn't clapping. She was staring at me, not warmly, not proudly, but like someone carrying something too heavy. Then she stood up. Her wine glass shook. "Margaret, sit down," Rebecca whispered urgently. But Margaret didn't sit. She looked directly at me and said, "We've been celebrating a lie for 21 years." The room went silent, utterly silent. I didn't move, didn't blink, didn't speak. Then she said it. "The son you call yours isn't yours."
Gasps. A glass shattered. Rebecca froze. My son Adrian, sitting 2 seats down from me, stopped breathing. But I didn't react, because I had already prepared for this moment. Rebecca grabbed my arm. "Daniel, she's drunk." Margaret laughed bitterly. "No, I'm tired." And then she added, "You deserved the truth." I slowly placed my napkin on the table, stood up, and instead of yelling, I said, "Finally." The room froze again. Rebecca looked at me like she'd never seen me before. "What do you mean, finally?" I looked around the table. At least now I don't have to pretend anymore.
For years, I ignored little inconsistencies: hospital timeline, conception dates that didn't align, behavior changes, financial anomalies. But I didn't investigate because I was insecure. I investigated because I manage risk. And when something doesn't add up, I calculate. 3 years ago, I found something small, a recurring transfer, $2,500, every year, same week, different account name. I didn't confront her. I traced it, quietly, patiently. It led to a man named Lucas Vaughn, and that's when I hired a private investigator. Rebecca was shaking now. "Daniel, say something." I smiled. "I will." I reached into my inside jacket pocket, pulled out a folder, placed it gently on the table. Her father whispered, "Son, don't escalate." I looked at him calmly. "You should have told me the truth 21 years ago." Margaret started crying. Rebecca was pale. "What's in that folder?" she asked. "Phase 1, I said. Inside the folder, financial transfer logs, IP traces, phone records, the identity of Lucas Vaughn, and proof of 18 years of silent payments." Rebecca covered her mouth. "You were paying him," I said calmly. "She threatened me," she cried. "I was young. I panicked." "You weren't protecting the family," I replied. "You were protecting your lifestyle." Silence. Utter devastation. But I wasn't done. Then I pulled out a second envelope, thicker, certified seal. Rebecca went white. "Daniel, don't!" I looked at Adrian. He was trembling. I walked to him, knelt. "Nothing changes between us," I said quietly. Then I handed him the document. He opened it. His eyes scanned. Then he looked at me.
Dad. I nodded. I'm still your father. Because the DNA test confirmed something no one expected. Adrian was biologically mine. The entire foundation of their lie collapsed in that second. Rebecca stared at me in horror. But how? You lied about the lie, I said calmly. Margaret started sobbing. Rebecca tried to stand. You told your mother I wasn't the father to justify the payments, I continued, but the payments weren't for a child. I slid the final document across the table. They were hush money. Lucas Vaughn wasn't Adrian's father. He was Rebecca's affair partner, and he had proof. Photos, messages, hotel records from 21 years ago. She paid him every year to stay silent, not to protect a child, but to protect her reputation. And she let her own mother believe the lie was about paternity. Margaret looked at her daughter in disbelief. You said the baby wasn't Daniel's. Rebecca collapsed into her chair. I had to say something. I placed another document on the table. Filed tomorrow morning. Divorce petition. Asset protection clause. Infidelity violation. For 21 years, I built our empire. But 3 years ago, I quietly moved assets into a protected trust. Her name wasn't on it. The restaurant felt smaller now, hotter. She whispered, You planned this? No, I said calmly. I prepared for the truth. Rebecca grabbed my arm. You can't destroy our family. I gently removed her hand. You destroyed it when you chose secrecy over honesty. I looked at Adrian. You coming with me? He stood up, without hesitation. Her scream echoed as we walked away, but I turned back once. One more thing, I said. Her eyes were swollen. You didn't just lose a husband tonight. You lost the only man who ever protected your lies. Then we left.
The divorce finalized in 4 months. Because of the prenup and the documented financial deception, she lost almost everything. Lucas disappeared once the money stopped. Margaret no longer speaks to her. Her brother refuses contact. Adrian chose to live with me. We moved to a coastal home. Quiet, peaceful, no lies. And here's the part no one expected. I don't hate her. I don't feel revenge. I feel clarity, because betrayal only destroys you if you don't prepare for it. And I did.